In Portuguese, there are three kinds of comparisons: superiority, equality, and inferiority. And in this lesson, we'll see all types and how they're formed in the language. First, we have comparatives, which are used to compare two people, things, or actions. In English, the formation of comparatives has an intensifier and a conjunction for long adjectives, but short adjectives receive more letters. In Portuguese, this structure is similar, but with no additional letters. So, the pattern follows mais, menos, meaning more or less, plus an adjective, plus do que, meaning than. Some examples are: Pedro é mais alto do que Maria. Este carro é mais rápido do que aquele. Ela é mais inteligente do que eu. O filme é menos interessante do que o livro. Esta cidade é menos perigosa do que aquela. As a note, the word que can sometimes be heard instead of do que, but the longer form, do que, is generally preferred when comparing two things. Now, we can see comparisons of equality, which follows teu plus an adjective plus como, and it means as. Some examples are: Ela é tão alta como a irmã. Este livro é tão interessante como aquele. As a note, you can also sometimes hear teu, quanto, so both are correct. When it comes to comparing nouns, this is where the pattern deviates. While adjectives follow the basic form, comparatives of equality have a different structure. Tanto, tantos, tanta, tantas, plus a noun, plus como. The key idea is that tanto is used with nouns, and it must agree in gender and number. Some examples are: Tenho tantos amigos como você. Ela tem tanta paciência como a mãe. At the same time, we can also compare verbs, but here the pattern slightly changes, following a verb plus mais, menos, plus do que. Some examples are: Ela trabalha mais do que eu. Eles estudam menos do que nós. After comparatives, it's important to see superlatives, which express the highest or lowest degree in a comparison. In Portuguese, there is a distinction between two types: an absolute superlative, meaning very or extremely, and a relative superlative, meaning the most or the least. While English adds letters to short adjectives and uses an intensifier for longer adjectives, Portuguese has a different pattern. An absolute superlative is used without comparison to others, and there are two ways to make it. The first method is to use muito plus an adjective, as in muito bonito, muito inteligente. The second method uses the suffix íssimo, íssima, íssimos, íssimas, affected by gender and number, like in the following words: Bonicissimo, ricchissimo, clarissimo, fortissimo. In context, the words can be used to make expressive sentences. Ela é bonicissima. O café está fortissimo. As a note, some adjectives will change spelling to preserve certain sounds, but many of these come from Latin forms, and it's best to learn them individually. Ricchissimo, longhissimo, pouquissimo, felicissimo, antiquissimo. Furthermore, a relative superlative is used when comparing something within a group, which is equivalent to the English most or least. Here, definite articles are needed to emphasize the highest or lowest degree, and they must agree in gender and number with the noun. O mais bonito. A mais bonita. Os mais bonitos. As mais bonitas. Some examples are: Pedro é o mais alto da turma. Maria é a mais inteligente da escola. After seeing all types of comparisons, the last thing to know is that some adjectives have irregular forms that do not use mais or menos. This is similar to English, where some words completely change form to sound better, like good, better, best, bad, worse, worst. Portuguese has fewer irregularities, but they are predictable. On the left, the adjectives are in their base form. Bom, mau, grande, pequeno. In the middle, we can see their irregular comparative forms. Melhor, pior, maior, menor. On the right, the adjectives are in their relative superlative form, which are the same words with a definite article. O melhor, a melhor. O pior, a pior. O maior, a maior. O menor, a menor. As a note, while maior is the standard word in Portuguese, it's occasionally possible to say mais grande, but this would emphasize the size of something rather than rank. In any case, the key idea is that comparatives use the same forms to make the relative superlatives, only with an article. Some examples are: Pedro é melhor jogador do que Maria. Este filme é pior do que o outro. O Brasil é maior do que Portugal. Este quarto é menor. Overall, this is how comparatives and superlatives fully work in Portuguese.